First, welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, right on the dot. Here we go. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. The first half of the live stream, we're going to go through Bitcoin. Then we'll cover the altcoins, indices like the NASDAQ, SP 500, Dow Jones, stuff like that. Magnificent Seven, we'll probably take a look at those. Any other stocks or crypto assets that kind of catch our eye on the watch list, and then we'll work our way down. And of course, we'll probably take a look at the Bitcoin miners as well. So that's what we're gonna do in the second half of the live stream. Make sure to comment your requests, or if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. But if you want me to chart your request, make sure to put in the ticker symbol. Make sure to let me know if it's crypto or stock. Sometimes the ticker symbols, for example, Dash is a stock and a crypto asset. So help me save time. Help me keep the live stream going smoothly, so we don't waste a lot of time searching for stuff and looking and charting stuff that you didn't even want me to chart. So with that, good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. Tuesday morning. Taco Tuesday. Hope everyone had a good Memorial Day. The wife was off yesterday. I did some work myself, but then we ended up hanging out for a little bit at the pool, and that's about it. So kind of very chill. Ivan, hello, dreamer. Welcome. Near, sure. So we'll get into it. Just gonna kind of let everyone wake up over here. This is our 6th consecutive live stream that the stock market is open. Could have probably done yesterday, even though it was Memorial Day in the U.S. here. The stock market was closed, but crypto was still open, right? Crypto never sleeps. Crypto doesn't care what holiday it is. It doesn't care what the government, is a paid holiday, whatever. And then the futures market was open yesterday. So probably could have done a live stream, but the plan from the very beginning back in September 2023, doing these live streams, was that my goal was to do a live stream every day that the stock market is open. We have consecutive streaks going. We started off really, really hard. 75 live streams in the very beginning. Oh, there's an alert. One of many alerts that I got going on over here. So 75, but every time I'm out of town, it breaks the live stream streak. So without that, without going out of town or whatever, then I'd probably have a very long streak. So let's see. Did you hear about Riot offering to buy Bitfarms? Can you explain what happens? Yeah. No, I didn't hear about that. So, yeah, I don't know. Depends on what their agreement is, all that stuff. So, yeah, probably won't cover it on here. Probably because I don't want to get into like an hour and a half. I want to cover a lot of charts today. So, no, I didn't hear about that. So, probably have to take a look into it. They'll probably outline the details and what will happen with it. But yeah, I probably won't cover all that today. Ollie, welcome back. Javier, good morning. Welcome back. No problem. We're just getting started. Thanks so much, Jesse, for the lessons. As usual, love to hear your updates on AI coins such as... That's a lot of requests. Probably not going to cover all those requests. If you want me to cover one of them, sure. But I'm probably not going to cover 10 of them. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 of them. Yeah, probably not going to cover 8 of them. Just to be honest with you. So let's get going. Johnny C, good morning. ICP used on the Kraken chart. Yeah, okay, we'll cover it. Longtime market sniper, Johnny C, you got it. All right, so let's get into it. Before we do, let's help me by smashing the like button, smash that subscribe button, smash that repost button, whatever app you're on over there, smash them all, and let's just do a little bit of practice here, right? Let's do a little bit of practice. All you have to do is you found me over here, right? You see that this live stream post, you hit that like button over there. You hit that repost button. Ooh, that's hard, right? It's really hard to do. And then just do whatever. Could be any emoji, right? That took 5 seconds, right? It's incredible. It took 5 seconds. So help me, help you, help me, and let's keep going. So this is Bitcoin chart. We're looking at the Bitcoin daily chart, right? And since that last buy signal, it's still bullish on the daily chart. It was letting the trending dots kind of catch up, right? So after it started making its move back up all the way up to $72,000 Bitcoin, right? We're still not out of the woods yet. Oh God, I can't wait to retire that phrase, right? I can't wait to retire that phrase. There was three major reasons why Bitcoin is out of the woods, and we could see light at the end of the forest, right? We could see a clearing of the forest, but there's still that third thing that we've been talking about for 2 months now. For 2 months, we've been talking about that we are still not out of the woods. And we wanted to see a daily candle close back above. I definitely wanted to see it. Maybe there's some perma bears on here who don't want to see it, right? Well, at 73,100, we wanted to see a daily candle close back above 73,100. Then I could retire that phrase. We are fully out of the woods, and we could put on the rocket ships. We could talk about going to the moon. We could talk about all those higher targets, right? We haven't seen it. So we had a lower wick here, 72,800. We had another lower wick here at 72,000. We got lower daily candle closes. This was still a lower wick and still lower daily candle close over here. So we're still not out of the woods yet. Unfortunately, there is still some hope. There's still some optimism that we're going to go higher. But we're going to continue to keep our eye on it, right? We're going to continue to keep our eye on it. So let's put on the drawings over here. So you can kind of see it's all mapped out that you start getting daily candle closes above the new all-time high over here on March 13th, right? That's why I have this horizontal line. If it does that, rocket ship, right? If it doesn't do that, no rocket ship, right? At least not for a while. At least not for a while. It's been consolidating since March 13th, right? When we have that new highest daily candle close, and it came down and hit 3 of the 4 targets to the downside, never hit target 4 down here. It's possible it does, right? It's possible that it does. And that's why I say we're still not out of the woods yet, right? So if you start getting daily candle close back above 73,100, then the probabilities are that we're not going to hit the 4th target to the downside, right? The probabilities are increasing if it gets back above 73,100 that we're going to see rocket ships and we're going to see price get back into price discovery mode and really takes off to the upside, right? So, but we will be watching. We'll be ready for any other type of scenario over here like this, and we'll put that red arrow back on if we need to, right? So as of right now, since that last breakout on the buy signal, maybe you took the buy while it was breaking out of the downward trend. Maybe you took it based off of the pending buy signal and breaking above the downward trend line, or maybe you just took it based off of the buy signal when it closed, right? Whatever your strategy is, right? I'm more aggressive. I'm more down here, while you're seeing a low, then a possible higher low. And now it's starting to break out of the downward trend line. I'm personally more aggressive, especially when it's getting close to a pending buy signal or a pending buy signal. And then once it starts getting a little bit further extended away, like up here, that's when I like to move the stop loss to break even, right? So that's when I like to move the stop loss to break even. And then it's just a matter of we'll see if it works out or not, right? So it's a risk-free trade. Do I want to be stopped out at break even? No. Would I want to, after all that work, do I want to try to push this as long as possible? Yes. So, of course, I want to lock in profit, but in this scenario, I've moved the stop loss to break even, and I want to try to push the trade as long as possible. And it's still this possible yellow line that mapped out way back here, almost 2 weeks ago. Drew out this yellow line. It would come all the way up like this and went even higher than that. So, it was based off of like candle closes on this yellow line. And then maybe it would go through some sort of consolidation, put in another higher low, and then continue upwards like that. And it kind of lined up with that fractal anyways. So maybe it'll continue to consolidate under former new all-time highs on March 13th. Maybe it takes another week or two, right? Maybe continues to continue to consolidate, and then maybe we start getting those candle closes back above up there and then the rocket ships come into play. But if it starts breaking down and starts getting daily candle closes back below that upward trend line, probably going to go lower, right? Probably going to go lower. So we'll see how it plays out, right? We got the red arrow for down, breaking down over here like that. Probably would get stopped out and then have to re-enter at some point. So we will see. That's Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. Good morning, Lawrence. Welcome back. Good afternoon, Caesar. Welcome back. Matt Cohen, take a look at ENS, Ethereum Name Service. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Good morning. Can we look at DQ stock feeling like it maybe bottoming? Maybe okay, sure. Sure. All right. So that's a Bitcoin daily chart update over there. It's only hit 3 of the 4 targets to the downside, right? Hit 3 of the 4 targets to the downside, and still in an uptrend. Currently still in an uptrend. So we'll continue to watch it. See if it continues to consolidate over here. Find support. Maybe one last shakeout with a wick down, right? That would be fun. One last wick down, closes back above, right? And then takes off to the upside. So maybe one last shakeout. Maybe one last shakeout. We will see. We will see. We will see. Right. Possibly could be too early to say. Let's go. Let's take a look at the weekly chart real quick. So last week, the last daily candle close was flashing orange, right? Remember, it was pushing all the way back up to $72,000. It could have made a new all-time high weekly candle close. It didn't, right? It didn't. It could have closed with an orange candle, flipping back to ultra bullish, flipping back to possibly overbought. Sometimes when the magic happens, right? All that could have happened. It didn't. It still closed bullish, but that would have been a very, very bullish weekly candle if it would have closed at $72,000, but it didn't, right? It would have closed orange, and it would have closed taking out this pivot point at 71,400-ish, right? So 71,400-ish would make a new all-time highest weekly candle close. It didn't do that either, right? So something to pay attention to. If we look at it, right, remember, one of our cautions is that was and still is, we had a weekly sell signal on RSI, right? A weekly sell signal on RSI. Another one is that we had a weekly MACD bearish crossover, right? Both of them I talked about before it ever happened, that they could flip RSI sell signal on the weekly. They could flip MACD bearish crossover on the weekly, and they could flip right back around bullish, right? They could flip right back around bullish. We were talking about that even when price is coming all the way back down here, and and then it starts, gaining momentum back up to the upside possibly. So just wanted to point that out though. We have covered it. We have talked about it. We are aware of it, right? So let's get back on the daily, right? So still in bullish territory, right? No MACD bearish crossover, no RSI sell signal, still above the trending dots, still bullish overall. So, woo, that's a lot. We're already 15 minutes just on Bitcoin. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go down the list though. Let's go down the list. A little bit red today. So that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's look at the other Bitcoin chart, right? The other Bitcoin chart still has a rocket ship, still has this over here. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Ethereum. There is bearish divergence on Ethereum, right? On the daily chart. This was a massive move up. So there is bearish divergence. There could be additional bearish divergence, and of course there could be just the bearish divergence could just not be bearish divergence anymore. It's just starting to develop, right? It's starting to develop as a heads up, right? This was a lower high, and this was a higher high. So will it continue to make additional bearish divergence or fully take out the divergence? It's too early. We're just kind of talking about it. And maybe it's just consolidating to let the trending dots catch up. But it's something to be aware of. This was a nice move out from that 3,000 mark. And then you had the buy signal back here at 3,095. And then we talked about it, covered it the entire way. Arrow there, another arrow there, right? And then if it flips the fourth target from resistance into support, one thing to consider with this possible bearish divergence developing is that what if it plays out similar to Solana and Chainlink, right? Where it came up, but a little bit different. Chainlink and Solana hit target 3 out of 4, then came down, put in a higher low, and then came up, right? So what if it came back down like this, or it came back down like that, found support, put in a higher low, and then continued upward like that? So it is a possibility. So just being aware of that. Ethereum. So if you did take this buy back here, right, and you're pushing it or trying to push it as much as possible, just be aware that it could be a higher low situation, meaning lower prices. And that was a massive move up. That was a 30% plus move from the breakout down there. After there was bullish divergence, prices starting to break out of that more aggressive downward trend line with a buy signal shortly after. And then a 30% move is a pretty big move. So getting a correction, clawing back some of that move there, and then putting in a higher low is still healthy. It's a healthy move. So just being aware of that if you're a swing trader, right? So daily chart, right? So this is what we talked about on Bitcoin as well. There's an RSI sell signal, but now RSI is getting back above and could see a RSI buy signal in the near future. Could be, remember, there's a bearish MACD crossover, could be a bullish MACD crossover, exactly what we talked about and covered on the Bitcoin chart weeks, if not a month or more ago, right? We could be seeing that develop over here on Ethereum. So just want to point that out, that things we talked about on Bitcoin weeks or a month ago could actually be happening on Ethereum first. Let's keep going. Solana, we got a lot to cover as usual, right? I drew this out a long time ago, right? Drew it out actually way back here. I think it was way back here. Put in a higher low, come up like this, right? And then consolidate again, and then rocket ships up there, right? And then rocket ships up there. Not there yet. Not there yet. So, and of course, you got to be aware of that. This was most likely bearish divergence, right? Yeah, bearish divergence. So you just got to be aware that this was bearish divergence. This always possibly could just be another higher low, clawing back some of this downside, clawing it back, putting in a lower high, right? It is possible. So you got to be aware of that. And then, of course, you got an arrow to the downside as well. Similar to the Bitcoin thought process, but it's still bullish until it's not. This could be another higher low. So it's kind of somewhere in between. Is this going to be a lower high, or is this going to be another higher low as talked about? This is these are wicks, and this was bullish divergence back here, but higher lows down here, and now the chart's getting pretty messy now. But just kind of walking through it. Bullish divergence. This is bearish divergence. Possible higher low. It was took out this pivot point over here with this higher high. Could be another higher low. So too early to say. And then this would confirm this higher low, right? This would confirm it, and then this would confirm the higher high, and then so on and so on and so on. So this is all of our hypotheticals, right? So obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. Hopefully, we have a little bit of entertainment along the way. Let's keep going. Chainlink. So we talked about it way back here. Even when it was breaking out, we talked about what if Chainlink came up and hit 3 out of the 4 targets, similar to Solana, came all the way back down, puts in a higher low. So the higher low is up here, but we drew this out, and the wick came down pretty close, right? So the higher low is officially here, in my personal opinion, but the wick did come all the way back down here the way I kind of drew it out, and then came up and hit target 4, similar to Solana. So Chainlink is playing out very similar to Solana already played out. So we'll see if that continues upward or not. So we did draw this out in advance. We did talk about Solana being similar in advance, and drew this out, and that it would come up and hit target 4, and it did. And it did. You can go back to the live streams. You can double check. You can verify what I'm talking about. No need to make things up, try to make myself look better than I am, because there's plenty of times where I'm going to be wrong, right? There's going to be plenty of times. I don't delete the post where I'm wrong. I don't delete the post that I'm right. And hopefully we're just more right than we are wrong. And so let's keep going. Sand, right? Still waiting for a bigger move on sand. My goodness, going through this bottoming phase over here. There was bullish divergence over here, I believe. Yep, bullish divergence, right? So you got the bullish divergence back here, like very, very similar to many alts out there. This could be a higher low over here. This could be another higher low over here. Just going through a bottoming phase, right? Going through, starting to go through a bottoming phase, right? So that's coming watching over there. Just takes time, right? Takes time to build the momentum back up. So that's what we're kind of watching on sand. Still takes a lot of patience. Probably a lot of people checked out. So it takes a lot of patience, a lot of time for that to get going. Filecoin, almost identical thoughts. Bullish divergence, higher low, higher low. Near is interesting, right? Near is interesting. And if you've heard me talk about this on the live streams or in the Discord for more than 2 years, then you would know my thoughts on the inverse head and shoulders target. That I think it's a 30 to 35% chance of it playing out. And near starting to break down right now. Near is starting to break down right now. We could be seeing a second candle close. Well, it would have been a third. So 1, 2, 3. This would be the 4th daily candle close back below the trending dots. Trending dots are starting to curl over. And this would be the first daily candle close back below this upward trend line drawn out all the way back here from early May. And could be a MACD bearish crossover pending RSI sell signal, right? So that would, to me, in my personal opinion, I don't have any real data on this, but the targets actually getting hit on these patterns, like the inverse head and shoulders, hits maybe 30 to 35% of the time. So if it starts breaking down from here, then I'm going to say that the inverse head and shoulders target did not play out. It did not get hit. And so that would be the 70% of the time that the target actually does not get hit, right? And so that's why I always talk about it, because yes, we had it on the chart, but the whole entire time we're talking about that is probably a 30 to 35% chance that it actually hit it. So we will see. We will see. We will see. We can leave it on for now, but because it's still early in the day, it could just close all the way back up, right? Or maybe it puts in a higher low back here and then comes back up, and then you probably readjust, right? Readjust. No, it's still breaking down from there too. So still breaking down. I'm going to leave it on the in original drawing of the upward trend. So that is near pending RSI sell signal, pending MACD bearish crossover, right? Multiple candle closes back below the trending dots. And this could just, it's something to be aware of, right? You got this high over here, and after coming all the way back down, what if this is a lower high, right? So just got to be aware of that. Again, still not out of the woods, right? Still not out of the woods. Why? Because hasn't made a higher high over here, right? So very similar thoughts over there. So we'll continue to watch it. This is near as of right now. And if you took this buy here, you took this buy here, or you took this buy over here, whatever it was, this last buy signal, or breaking out of here as an inverse head and shoulders, and you move your stop loss to break even, and maybe your break even stop loss is at $7 or whatever it is, like $7.04 roughly, right? You may be getting stopped out, right? Break even. So wherever that is, if you're break even back here, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You may be getting stopped out on break even, but that's why I like to go break even, because it's a risk-free trade. You don't have to sleep with one eye open. Like on crypto, like if you're trading crypto and you don't have a stop loss in, you have to sleep with one eye open. You're not going to get a lot of sleep. And from what I hear, that's what it's going to be like you know, in the near future for me in like a month. But I've been trained from crypto, right? I used to sleep with one eye open back in 2020, 2021. So that's it. That's it. I'm ready. I'm prepared. Let's keep going. Rari still going through a bottoming phase. This is bullish divergence. Still looking for that higher low, right? Still looking for that higher low. Engine coin, right? Hit one target so far. One target so far. Cutting left and the trading dots catch up. This is bullish divergence as well. Dot, similar thoughts, right? Going through a bottoming phase, kind of starting to flip the ship around a little bit more. Probably could draw out another one. It's just, I'm just showing like how the trend is starting to reverse back around, right? So it broke the downward trend, starting to build an upward trend. You can see the trending dots, right? So the ship is starting to get turned around, right? Doesn't mean it couldn't just crash further, but overall, just showing you visually that the trend was down. The trend broke. The trend was broken. Now it's been going through a bottoming phase, and that the trend is starting to go in this direction versus this direction, right? So that's what I'm trying to show you with all those trend lines. All those trend lines aren't needed, in my personal opinion. Some people love trend lines. Some people love to post like 100 different trend lines. What if price hits this trend line? What if price hits, right? How are you building a strategy of that? A profitable strategy of it. Let's keep going. Let's not get sidetracked. Cardano, right? Bullish divergence, possible higher low. Too early to say, right? Too early to say. Still trying to find bottom. Still trying to go through this bottoming phase and put in a higher low. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. This is a bullish divergence. Yeah, that was bullish divergence, right? This is all bullish divergence over here. Let's see. Bullish divergence over here. Looking for that higher low which is that higher probability. It was looking like this could be it. It was looking like this could be it. Still could be, but no confirmed higher low as of yet. Hasn't taken out this pivot point over here yet either. So still going through the bottoming phase in Cardano. Mana, similar thoughts. Algorand, aka Algo, right? Double wick bottom. Possible low, possible higher low. Broke out this downward trend line over here, came back down, breaking on this downward trend line, so on and so on and so on. So probably draw it out like that too. There we go. Still bullish on the daily chart as of right now. Matic, similar thoughts. Atom, similar thoughts. Shib. Let's get in the SHIB chart. So again, broke the downward trend, starting a new upward trend, still battling, still going through the bottoming phase, multiple buy signals, battling. So we'll see. If it starts to break back down, though, daily candle closes back below, then something would be off, and this trend, this start of a new upward trend would be breaking back down, right? Would be breaking back down. Doge. Speaking of, meme doggy coin, right? Meme doggy coin over here. So possible low, found support at target 4, possible higher low. We drew this out way back here in early May. Come back up, get rejected at resistance, come back down, put it in a possible higher low, come up like that. Didn't come all the way up to like almost 19 cents, how I drew it out, but it is still currently bullish, right? Battling though, reversal candles, right? Not really bearish divergence, maybe slight bearish divergence, right? So we'll see. We'll see if it's going to break down or not. Is it going to keep the upward trend, right? Is it going to keep the upward trend after breaking this downward trend? XRP, similar thoughts, right? Not much to really change. Broke that. Holding on. AVAX, similar thoughts. This is bullish divergence, right? This was bullish divergence back here. Now, is it going to put in a higher low, right? Is it going to put in a higher low at some point? MicroStrategy, we're going to switch gears here a little bit. We're going to get in, we'll just check out MicroStrategy and then the indices like the NASDAQ futures and the Magnificent Seven. We'll keep going. From there. We'll circle back at Bitcoin miners and then, of course, all the chart requests. So we got a lot to cover. Let's keep going. So broke out. I put on this gap over here. There's a smaller gap over here. Smaller gap over here. I took some of those off. Smaller gap over here, just to be aware of, right? So drew this trend line out. It's possible this is a lower high, comes back down, battles, comes back down like that. And then at this point, if it puts in a higher low, could be a bigger move to the upside like that, right? So that's why I have that out there for now. It's possible, could be a bigger move, but it might take some time, right? Might take some time. If not, you can move that over here like this, move that over here like that. And maybe the breakdown here, maybe you're going to play. I'm not in a MicroStrategy trade, so just be aware that it is possible if it starts breaking down like this, could come all the way down and close some of these gaps too. So pretty gappy down here. Did find support at target 4. Did hit target 4 to the upside as well. And then we'll see what happens from there. We put that arrow out that if it starts making new all-time highs, it's bullish, right? And that we would remove target 3 and target 4 to the downside, and we did, right? It was getting oversold, reversal candle, getting back above the trending dots. The new trend is forming. Buy signal, made new all-time highs, right? So made new all-time highs, broke out, came back, back tested it, and continue upward. Now the trending dots are breaking out too. So the NASDAQ futures looks a little bit different compared to the Dow Jones. So we'll take a look at the Dow Jones. It's possible this is a bull trap for the NASDAQ, or the Dow Jones is a bear trap and is going to put in a higher low. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, trade the chart in front of you first and foremost. So if you're trading the NASDAQ futures, trade the NASDAQ futures. Be aware of everything else, but don't get too sidetracked and then flip-flopping back and forth because of other charts, right? So that's the NASDAQ. Natural gas, SQQQ. This is the inverse of the NASDAQ. So the perma bulls want to see this for the QQQs. SP 500 still above the former new all-time highs from March 28th. That is a positive sign. Came back down. This could be a bear trap, but still back above, right? Still back above. So that is a positive sign for the SP 500. So put 2 in the win column over there. Dow Jones looks different, right? The Dow Jones looks different. You had bearish divergence, possible lower high over here, another double top lower high over here, right? Similar to over here, about the same price. That's a lower high, right? Lower high, double top over here. So that would even be like a triple top maybe, and then breaking back down. So is this going to be similar to the NASDAQ where it flips back around and goes to make all-time highs? Or is this different, right? Or is this different? So bearish divergence came down, hit target 2 of 4 so far. You do have this gap down here. Is this going to be a lower high? It is breaking down as of right now. It's possible puts in another higher low, right? So we will see. We will see. Again, I'm not in this right now. But it's possible if it follows the NASDAQ path, right? Maybe it puts in a higher low and then comes out like that, right? So that is the Dow Jones. It is breaking down and never made a new all-time high similar to the NASDAQ or the S&P 500. So it's something to be aware of. I think the Russell 2000 looks very similar. Russell 2000 looks very similar. Probably has bearish divergence. Could be a lower high over here. Could be breaking down, and then we will see. So the Dow Jones and the Russell 2000 I left on the lower targets. The NASDAQ and the SP 500, I removed them because they made new higher highs. So trade each chart individually, first and foremost. That's what I say. 10-year yield could be breaking out. Not good for the mortgage rates, right? So it could be breaking out. We got a pending buy signal. See if it gets back above this resistance target over here, flips that from resistance into support. If not, if it still acts as resistance, then you could see a lower high, right? So we will see. We'll see how that plays out. The dollar kind of flat today, right? Kind of flat today. It's hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. VIX still really low, but trying to gain momentum back above the trending dots, but still really, really low after retesting 200-week moving average, not once back here in October, but twice. Just got crushed after that. The VIX got crushed after that. That's good for the markets, right? That's good for the markets. But if it starts bottoming again and there's a pending MACD bullish crossover, as you can see on the sharpshooter candles 3.1, then it's possible it starts bottoming out again, bottoming out and then spikes again, right? So we'll continue to watch it. Gold, since we're over here, we talked about this a lot, right? There's a lot of scenarios playing out over here, right? Showing bearish divergence, right? Could be a possible lower high or possible additional bearish divergence. Let's see. Silver broke out and could be putting in bearish divergence, right? Could put in bearish divergence. We will see. Still bullish right now. Bitcoin dominance still breaking down. That is a good sign for altcoins, right? Good sign for altcoins. And still currently breaking down the daily chart. This was drawn out and posted on based off the weekly chart. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, all right. We're getting a lot more likes and reposts over here. Thank you. It encourages me to stay on longer. Let's see. I think oh, this was altcoins weekly chart. I think I have it over here. Let me just find it for you. Probably, yeah, this one. So here, right? So talked about it, covered it, and then accidentally posted the same chart twice. But if you go into it a little bit further, there we go. This one. So here's the weekly chart, right? There's bearish divergence on the Bitcoin dominance weekly chart. As you can see, the daily chart is already breaking down and hit three of the four targets to the downside, right? I removed the first one. Three of the four targets to the downside. It's still bearish on the daily chart. So I was pointing out, what if the weekly chart puts in like another lower high, a future lower high, wherever that is, could be much lower, but comes down, hits target 4 maybe, then rallies and for Bitcoin, and then puts in that lower high, and then continues downward, right? So if you're into altcoins, this is what you'd want to see. You want to see that lower high, and that would be the higher probability that Bitcoin dominance is decreasing, going down, and the altcoins could be pumping, right? So bearish divergence going all the way back to November 2023, starting to get back down below the trending dots again. So I just want to point that out, and then feel free to like it. It might be harder to find that one, but it's breaking down right now. So I just want to kind of point out why I have that over here and why I had that potential future lower high. It's based off the weekly chart and based off of that bearish divergence that maybe you see a lower high on the weekly chart in the near future, but it's already been breaking down on the daily chart. We talked about this as possible high, possible lower high, breaking down, could come all the way back down, hit let's move this, hit target 4, maybe something like that, bounces back up, puts in a lower high. I don't know. I'm struggling today. It's been since Friday since I did a live stream. We're doing our best. Let's keep going. But let's just take a quick breather. Do it. I dare you. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. So that is a possibility for Bitcoin dominance. It is currently breaking down. Let's flip over to the Magnificent 7, right? Magnificent 7. NVIDIA continues to be ultra bullish. NVIDIA, we talked about this. Oh, hold on. Let's leave that gap on there. I was trying to move the arrow. So we put the arrow down here originally, right? Put the arrow down here, and then we said on the live streams that if price closes back above that horizontal line, taking out this pivot point here on March 25th, we would remove the downside targets, right? We would remove them, and we'd move the arrow up, right? That we'd move the arrow up, and then back above there is bullish, right? It is bullish. So you don't want to stick to your bullish sentiment. I don't know if it's a meme count or not, but I just recently came across this Twitter account with over 100,000 followers talking about putting in like $1 million to like short NVIDIA here, right? Doubling down here, doubling down again on NVIDIA shorts, and the shorts are getting squeezed, right? So again, over here, it could have been putting in a triple top or a lower high, but no way, no how was I shorting NVIDIA, right? It was, and I talked about this. If you look in the daily chart, it's bullish, right? The last RSI buy signal, the last MACD bullish crossover, the last buy signals over here, trending dots, it was bullish on the daily chart. Then you look at the weekly chart, right? Well above ANF target 1, 2, and 3. Yes, there was a RSI sell signal, but just like in Bitcoin, we talked about, it could flip back around and have a RSI buy signal. Could flip back around and have a MACD bullish crossover, right? So very similar thoughts on Bitcoin. The same with NVIDIA, right? So it is possible. And NVIDIA was still in bullish territory. NVIDIA flipped back ultra bullish back here on the weekly chart a couple of weeks ago. NVIDIA on the monthly chart is still ultra bullish on the weekly chart, right? Still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. And RSI is, what is that at? RSI monthly chart is at 86. Ultra bullish on the monthly chart, right? So ultra bullish on the monthly, ultra bullish on the weekly. Don't fight the trend. The overall trend is bullish, right? So if you're shorting with options, you could have shorted it all the way up, right? And you're going to be wrong most of the time. So I don't know if that was a meme count or not. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about them, but just want to make that as an example. If you're seeing them, pick this top. Okay, maybe they got some profit here. If you see them pick this top, maybe they got a little bit of profit here, but the overall trend is still ultra bullish on the monthly chart for NVIDIA. Don't fight the trend. Speaking of, let's take a look at Meta, right? Meta still bullish and now flipping ultra bullish on the monthly chart and could close ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Amazon still bullish on the monthly chart as of right now. Microsoft starting to flip ultra bullish again. Tesla, not so much, right? Not so much. Still bearish on the monthly chart. The weekly chart does have some signs though. If we do zoom in on the lower time frames, the weekly chart could be flipping back bullish. There was what is it? A buy signal on the weekly chart, RSI buy signal, not on the actual sharpshooter candles yet. MACD bullish crossover on the weekly chart, but still in pretty bearish territory, well below the zero line. So something to be aware of. But the daily chart had that bullish divergence, right? So that's why I have circled back here. The daily chart did have all this bullish divergence. The weekly chart had an RSI buy signal, MACD bullish crossover, right? Could be putting in that higher low, right? So that's why we have it drawn out here. So we'll see if that plays out or not, right? We'll see if that plays out or not. Got the arrow to the upside. And if not, it's possible it comes all the way back down. Remember, the monthly chart, it could take some time for the ship to get turned around. The monthly chart is still bearish, right? So what if it just takes time to play out, right? What if it just takes time to play out, fills this gap, and then turns around like that? I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but it is possible. Maybe it spikes up, spikes down, spikes up. Maybe it's something like that, right? So just be aware of that. Take some time for the ship to get turned around. Still well below the 200-week moving average, and many long-term investors feel that that is a bear market, right? So still currently in a bear market. This could be the bottom with the bullish divergence. This could be a higher low. This could be a higher low, right? So higher probability breaking on this downward trend line. Woo! Tesla, Apple, right? Google, right? There you go. Let's look at Apple monthly chart. Let's see. Let's zoom out here. Let's take this off. Let's take off all the drawings. Still bullish on the monthly chart, back above the trailing dots, right? MACD had a bearish crossover. RSI had a sell signal, right? So not great signs. They could flip back bullish, but not great signs for the monthly chart. Weekly chart on Apple, bullish on the weekly chart. Possible puts in a lower high. Daily chart is bullish. Possible this is a lower high. So just be aware of all that. Let's see. Let's draw this out. The drawings will come back on. So broke out this downward trend line. So monthly chart. So bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. The monthly chart was still bullish too. So still don't want to fight the trend on the Apple. Google flipping back, ultra bullish, making new all-time highs since this highest monthly candle close back in March. Still trending upward, right? Still trending upward. All right, let's flip back. Let's get back on the daily chart. Let's go back to the wow, we're already at 50 minutes. We got a lot of requests too. We got a lot of requests. I might have to flip on the hat on backwards. If you want me to flip the hat on backwards and go through a bunch of requests, make sure to smash that like button. We've got over 672 viewers on the Twitter X app alone, probably 20, 30 on YouTube. And so if we had 10%, that would be 67 likes on the Twitter X app. We're not even at 5%. So it's going to be hard for me to find that motivation to go more than an hour if we don't have a bunch of likes, right? Help me, help you, help me. All right, let's keep going. This is hot, right? So is it putting in higher lows? 3 of the 4 targets have been hit to the upside so far. Is it going to hit this 4th target, right? We don't know for sure. Could be finding support at the trending dots as of right now. Still currently bullish on the daily chart. Weekly chart had a buy signal. So we did talk about the pending buy signal last week on Friday. We had a pending buy signal. It did close as a buy signal. So it's bullish on the weekly chart, right? It's bullish on the daily chart. The monthly chart is still bearish. So it's taking time for the ship to get turned around. The monthly chart is still currently bearish right now. Could take some time. MIGI had a low, had a possible higher low, breaking out of this downward trend line, breaking out of this downward trend line. 1 out of 4 targets has been hit so far. Currently up 1% at $1.35 as of right now. Weekly chart. Still currently bearish, but fighting to get back above the trending dots. No RSI buy signal, no MACD bullish crossover on the weekly chart yet. Monthly chart, back above the trending dots, still currently bearish as of right now, right? So might just take some time, but positive sign, it is getting back above the trending dots right now. So we will see how it plays out. Get back on the daily chart. Could be early on this move. Could be early on this move. Still Hive kind of flat today. Similar thoughts. CLSK, similar thoughts. Bitfarm gapped up a little bit. Similar thoughts. We had bullish divergence back here, breaking out, breaking out, breaking out. Marathon Digital has hit 2 of the 4 targets to the upside. Riot, another pending buy signal. Low, higher low, possible higher low. 2 out of the 4 targets so far. We're gonna make it. Hopefully, we all are gonna make it. Wolf, Iris Energy still ultra bullish over there. Had that breakout buy signal. Cypher Mining. And that's about it. I think that's about it. I think that's all we're gonna cover. As of right now, Coin was having this breakout back here, buy signal, breaking on the downward trend line, starting to make its move to the upside. Let's circle back, get some of these requests in. Let's go. Let's go. Near. Yep, covered it. Did you hear about Riot? No, but we just covered the chart. Let's see. Which one did you choose? Let's just do RNDR. That's your first one. We will just cover RNDR over here. And I'm pretty sure I have it on the watch list. Yeah, I have it on the watch list. There it is. Got it. So this could have been a higher low. It's not as of right now. Will it put in a higher low? Let's see. We did the double arrow up here. If it flips the resistance into support, it hasn't as of yet. Spike above, spike above, spike above, starting to trend back downward, right? Starting to trend back downwards. So could have put in a higher low somewhere over here. It's possible, right? It's possible. So you have this breakout over here. If you took this breakout based off of bullish divergence, getting back above the trailing dots, breaking on this downward trend line, did you move your stop loss to break even? If so, did you take profits on this? Did you take profits? It's got a pending sell signal right now, right? If not, you might get stopped out with a possible higher low. Too early to say. Is battling. Let's see. It still possibly could be putting in a higher low up there at $10. But did you move your stop loss to break even? If so, could you get stopped out? It's a possibility because you got the bullish divergence. Now you're looking for that higher low and then breakout after that. So that's RNDR. ICP, you got it, Johnny C. ICP for Johnny C. I have it on here somewhere, but I'm just searching for it to find it quicker. Similar thoughts over here to all the other altcoins. Johnny C got some bullish divergence, most likely. Now you're looking for that higher low to be established, or it could put in additional bullish divergence, right? It is possible. So if you kind of look here, you did have that bullish divergence. Yep, confirmed. You had that buy signal on the RSI. You had the MACD bullish crossover. Maybe it's just kind of letting it catch up, but could be breaking back down and put additional bullish divergence in. It is possible. So that's ICP as of right now. So continue to watch it. That was a big move up, round trip all the way back down. Double wick bottom over there. Possible higher low. There you go. What else? ENS. All right, Mac. You got it. You got it. ENS. ENS. Ethereum name service. So this one, right? That's perpetual. This looks like spot, right? We'll just pick this one. I guess I had one on Binance already. Maybe I already had that one. So that's all right. We'll do this one because it does say name service on here. So this is ENS, Ethereum name service. Got it. That's there you go. All right, I'm done. I'm done. All right, good. I mean, it looks almost identical to Ethereum, right? So we already covered Ethereum. Looks almost identical to Ethereum. Ultra bullish over there on the daily chart. Weekly chart had a buy signal as well, right? So that's about it. Hopefully that helps. Probably doesn't help much, right? Probably doesn't help much. A low, higher low, breaking out, came back, boom, shot off to the upside, almost identical to Ethereum. Hope that helps, Matt. What else? DQ, you got it. You got it. Thanks for letting me know it's a stock. I appreciate that. DQ. Where is it? Is that Energy Corp? Is that right? Okay. Probably. So you had this big pump up on DQ Energy Corp. May look for soon stock. Okay. Let me know, Ryan, if that is yep, silver. Yep, covered it. Yeah, so let's see. Let's draw this out real quick. Looks like it was breaking out there, right? Probably draw it a little bit better. So yeah, boom, drawn out. Came all the way back down to the trending dots. Was breaking out and probably gapped up. Came all the way back down. Came up probably something like that. I don't know. But and then came all the way back down. So possible low, possible higher low. See if it puts in another higher low. Closes gap over here. So it gapped up, and that gap is filled. That gap is filled now. So see if it kind of builds in a higher low and comes out like that. So probably what you're looking at over there, something like that, right? However it plays out. Could be mm, 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 the handy dandy TA. There you go. Weekly chart on it, still bearish, still well below the trailing dots. It could take some time to play out, right? So that's the thing. When the higher time frames are still bearish, yeah, this could be a low, this could be a higher low. And guess what? It could just put in additional higher lows for a while for to get the ship turned around, right? Could take a while. It is possible. Takes a while. Could have broken out of there, right? Let's see what else. What else? Maybe something like that, right? August. I don't know. We don't know if ever. But yeah, and it could continue lower too, right? So it's well below the 200-week moving average. It's in bearish territory, it's starting to curl down as well. Yep. Ooh, 1 hour and 1 minute. We probably don't have to flip the hat on backwards. Let's see. Let's just take one last quick peek at Bitcoin daily chart, right? Yep, not much has changed in this 1 hour. See if it closed back below that trailing dots as of right now. So we'll continue to watch it. We would love for it to make new all-time highs similar to the NASDAQ and not be like the Dow Jones or the Russell 2000. So which way are we going to go? Up like the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, or down like the Dow Jones and the Russell 2000. With that, hope everyone is doing well. We will continue to sniper the markets together over here, and help me, help you, help me. We got 17 likes over here on the Twitter X app, 18 likes. I apologize. There was 18 likes over here, 4 reposts, and 3 comments. 2 are probably bots. That's just the name of the game over there. Follow me on the Twitter X app, both of them, right? Follow us. Crypto Stew is helping me out in the free newsletter over there. Follow us over there. And then, of course, the YouTube live stream over here is also free. And help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. And with that, we will continue to sniper the markets together tomorrow. And this is the Chief Dog Walker signing out. All right. Have a good day. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you had a good weekend, and we will see you tomorrow. Adios.